some minor difficulties. I'm very sorry for that. It seems like my PSN has just disconnected for a short moment again. I'm pretty sorry for that, for the missing here for some laps. Luckily my again, so okay.
Well, Chris has... He's down to 13th position, and has gone in front of Zeppadoodle, and more disconnections haunting us in podium tier.
Yeah, unbelievable. So to get back in the rhythm, we see Lehoffner still in the lead. We see Favre still behind with 7 tenths. So this might get a funny battle in the front. But we see Kat Boyke taking the 3-second time penalty. And Peter Park as well. And what is happening? Everyone is getting 3-second penalties.
I'm not sure what's happening as Chris is his fastest lap time of the race. I'm gonna check, has anyone else gotten... Chris has gotten 1.
Yeah. Now this is getting interesting.
Very interesting, I would say.
Yeah. So, where are some more good battles? We see Riley here in 6th place. Broom of the 3-second penalty. I think now the warnings are kicking in from the beginning part of the race. And this is getting now pretty interesting for the end result. But a quick shout out to Riley here. 6th place. And he's getting up 11th place. And Zepa is coming to the pits again. So he's doing his 2nd pit stop. And he might be cleared.
Upon with a 3-second time penalty, drivers are getting more and more comfortable with the track, but that's making them makes them go more and more out wide to try and gain as much time as possible. TC now with a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, this is what happens after you might get some more confidence in the car. I mean, the fuel load is getting less and less, and that makes it a bit more comfortable with the car. So this will get a bit critical.
As Zeppadoodle comes out behind Punishdown, he's going side by side now. On the 2nd straight, of course it will be at the RS straight, but it's not, and he gets out of Punishdown quite easily, and that's him into 9th position.
Yes. So, I mean, he needs this. He don't need that much traffic for the strategy to work out. And
Scorpion is in, and Rainman is also into pit.
So the strategies will get a bit interesting. Will the Mercedes get hold up? A bit, yes. This might cost some tiny bit of time. What about the Rainman? He doesn't get hold up, so he won't lose that much. Cam is coming in again. So the Renault strategy.
Will ST must get ahead of Scorpion. It will be important for Red Bull this.
I think
he doesn't.
So what about Mats? Will he attack Scorpion now? No, he won't. I'm fairly sure. I mean, he's too far ahead now.
I have a feeling we will have some team orders here. Maybe let Zeppadoodle past, as ST is on 12 lap hold intermediates.
Yes. So, I mean, now we have a pretty interesting situation now. I mean, we've got Zepa and Scorpion being out early, having cleared their 2nd pit stop early, but now Zepa is getting hurt by Matt, because Matt is currently in front of him, and might hold him up now, so we might see some multi-12 team orders. We see Riley coming in. So the man with the most overtakes so far.
ST is into pits.
Okay, so no team orders then, if you want to see it like that.
With 12 laps remaining now, we still have a lot of drivers who have to pit in. Leigh Hofner, Farf, Al-Kabwikita, 3 drivers who are on the podium currently all have to pit in, and some drivers who are outside the top 10 also having to pit in.
Yes, but
as it's Riley going side by side with Chris. Chris pushes him wide. Sorry for cutting you in there. And that's Chris in front of Riley.
Oh, this will be quite interesting, but of course he has the penalty. We see Cam passing Rich. Might be a Renault team order there.
Yes, but again, and it's the exact same situation. Rich letting him pass us. Leigh Hofner gives him 5-10 time pit lane. This could shake. That was a voice crack. That could shake things up.
Oh dear.
My god.
This is something no racing driver wants, but this has happened now to Le Hofner. Oh my god, poor guy. He's driven so well.
Does Scorpion have any penalties?
I'm not so sure about it. I think, can you check it, maybe?
Yeah, I am checking it right now.
Okay.
Just gonna check.
At the moment you see Scorpion right behind Favre. So he might be the biggest candidate to win this race.
And oh my word, he doesn't even have a warning.
Wow. Respect.
The Hungarian doing an amazing job here at Austria. Not his home Grand Prix, but as he sets the fastest lap time. Just an amazing job from him now at the back of Farf, who will be going down a lot of positions after this, after the race.
Yes. So this will be very interesting indeed. I think at the end we can be assured that we will have a pretty interesting looking race result. You see Peter Parker with a penalty. I think his race is definitely wasted here. He has so much bad luck. He had a front wing change and this has costed him now dearly. So yeah. Sadly, Peter Parker, he needs to hope for a miracle now. Maybe a safety car?
Oh, that just put the cherry on top, a safety car. But Scorpion and, well, the rest of the grid behind Leigh Hofner and Farf will be the ones who will be very happy. Oh!
No! Oh, guys!
As we were talking about, oh my god.
Oh, some pretty aggressive fight today between Chris and Riley. Oh, my goodness.
That well could have been a safety car if Riley and Chris didn't have some amazing talent trying to save that car, which was going out of control in the wet.
Absolutely, here's some great car control by these two. But of course there's some aggressive fighting there. I think something Riley doesn't really need. But it does happen, it's racing. And I think now we
as
can
Riley
move
is
on.
in the pits for a front wing change.
Oh, that's so unfortunate here for this guy. And okay,
he has had an amazing race.
Yes, absolutely. And Dexter with a penalty. So, and we also have a battle for 16th place here currently between TC, Rich and Vitinho. And all three of them has pitted. We see Riley now with a 3-stop strategy. Of course with the front wing change, it won't make things any easier. But oh well, what a poor guy. But we look to the front again. We see Catboyke still hasn't pitted yet for a second stop. We see a battle between Cam and Chris for 7th maybe.
Now with the 5 seconds onto Leigh Hofner's race and 9 seconds added onto Farf's race, the podium could be looking like a Scorpion win, Leigh Hofner in 2nd, and Zeppadoodle in third position.
Yeah. There are so many possibilities right now. So I would really hope that you will stay until the end. I mean, you might miss out on a fantastic race end here with
Good thing
Max.
we didn't disconnect at the end.
Definitely. But it's still a shame. So once again, a big apologies from my point of view here. I'm really sorry for that. But I'm glad I could restart the stream again so you can at least see the end part of the race. And yeah, at the moment there are no big bells here, which is a bit of a shame.
I was just looking at the fastest lap time. Scorpion Hall will be getting the 1 point for the fastest lap time inside the top 10. And Riley Biss will be getting the fastest lap time point outside the top 10.
Yeah.
So at least that will compensate for his race, which was amazing until the damage with Chris.
Yeah. But the race isn't over yet. He might be able to put out some master classes, but we will find out in the upcoming minutes. We'll try to look for some on-screen battles. We could have had one for third, or maybe for second end theoretically, because Cat Boyke hasn't stopped yet.
Now, just to mention, no retirements so far in this Grand Prix, which is quite shocking. If in the, I think this is the only wet weather race we've had so far in Podium tier, but you'd be expecting at least one retirement.
Yeah.
But no, absolutely zero.
But I think this shows the skill of the drivers actually. It seems like they're pretty well behaved with the car. They are actually able to control it, so that's good to see. It's not like Demolition Derby. So I think that's what all of you want to see, some nice clean racing. Just a little note, I think after that race, take the championship lead from Peter Parker. Unless something big happens now at the end.
As Riley gets a 3-second time penalty while he's trying to chase down Rich 500.
Yes. So he's also in a big push here. Oh, Vitinho! There we have the first retirement. There it is. That's the Williams of Vitinho retiring at the final sector. Will it be a safety car?
That should be a safety car. He is in the middle of the road. But shockingly, no safety car.
No safety car. How can this not be a safety car? The car was standing in the middle of the circuit.
I mean, that's good news for Lehofner and Favre, but bad news for everybody else here.
Bad news for the Racing Point guys.
Well, the marshals have done an amazing job.
Absolutely.
To clear that car out in 10 seconds.
Absolutely great job there by the Austrian marshals here in the game. And
they should get paid for that.
Yeah. But I think the guys who are really suffering now are the Racing Points, because they still need the pits here. And yeah.
Well,
so
does Peter Parker have to pit?
Yeah, they both have one stop.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just pit in on the last lap. Well, second last lap. Do a little bit of a Michael Schumacher back in Silverstone. I can't remember which year it was.
I think it was 98 when he won with a stop-and-go penalty served on the final lap of the race.
Well, this will be on this penultimate lap, and it will be actually for a tyre change, not for a stop-go.
Yes.
Lehofner would be praying that he could do that.
Yeah. Whilst we might see a reload of Cam versus Chris here at the latter stages of the race, we see Chris taking another penalty. So this might play in the hands of Cam.
As Lehofner lost traction
There's the
on the
attack.
last burner.
And Cam came in, has taken the position, or will Chris come back?
Oh, Cam K with the better traction, and he had overtake mode engaged for a short period of time.
No, he
And
won't
Chris
come
will
back
be
now.
having to save fuel as there is a yellow indicator on his telemetry, wherever you want to call it, the heads-up display.
I'm just looking into his cockpit display. So, yeah, a really interesting situation here. Cam, good move against Chris. Looked easy, but he really worked hard for it. I mean, in the rain, you have no DRS, so it is actual work. We see Cat coming into the pits. So he has given up on the strategy, and he's into the pits now for good.
On 17 lap old intermediates, I think it was just about time to pit in. I wonder if there's going to be a double stack from the racing point. Well, technically a double stack because the gap between them is huge.
Yes. Oh yeah, I have a gearbox issue here with the Scorpion car. Just proves the quality of the game.
Is in.
Will the double stack work? And no, it doesn't fully work. So it at least he will lose the second, I think.
So the racing point mechanics feeling a little lazy. They had more than enough time, in my opinion, to double stack the cars.
Definitely. And there we see some penalties here again. Rich with a 3-second time penalty. And
Interesting to see Kabuki come out behind Cam K. Sorry for interrupting you there. And he's ahead of Chris.
Yeah. So this might be interesting for Cam, because now he needs to defend against the racing point with fresh intermediates. I think this is going to be a huge task, if you ask me.
This will be Kabuki, well, with an amazing strategy, quite frankly, up into 7th, maybe into 6th later on, and if there's any penalties then it will be just up and up for him.
So 3 laps to go. We might see some track action here anytime soon with Cat Boyke, or maybe in the back with Peter Parker and Rich and Riley and TC. I'm not sure about those guys, but what we can say is that Scorpion has a real chance of winning the race because of the penalties.
Yes, he does, but looking at the driver behind him, Zepadoodle, he has to really push now. 5.1 the gap is. Again, going back to Austrian GP in real life, we had the same situation with Hamilton and Lando Norris. Lando Norris doing a scenario 7 on the last lap, or on the penultimate lap, and Zepadoodle will surely have to do that. 5.4 the gap is, and that could see him just behind the Haas driver.
Yes, some crucial moments here for the Red Bull guys. I'm not sure if they are actually aware of this. I'm not sure. I don't think so. But these are crucial moments, as it looks like Favre is coming closer to the Hofner again.
Now that's something to work on by Cody's, to tell the drivers that there is a 5-second penalty up ahead. I think that'd be an amazing addition to the game, especially online.
Absolutely, I would definitely agree with that. Whilst we see Peter Parker, he might go for the attack against Rich. Goes down the inside, and Rich is still hanging on. Oh, look at that! Great defending.
Oh, TC is on the grass.
Oh.
What happened to him?
I think he might have lost the car for a moment. And,
lucky for him, he didn't retire from the Grand Prix on the final lap.
Yes. Whilst we are now entering the final lap of the race. So now it's going to be very important laps. for the rest. And maybe for Scorpion, he has the best chance of winning the race. Riley gets another 3-second time penalty. So his race went from very good to pretty terrible.
Yes, it has been, but I kind of feel sorry for Zeppedoodle as he has absolutely no idea that Leigh Hofner has that 5-second time penalty. Well, F1 Farf, he'll be getting on the podium, Zeppedoodle, but it could be in second position. And now coming up to the final corners of the race.
Whilst Riley has passed Pornage Town, we look to the leader, or at least the on-track leader, which is Le Hofner, and he will take the win on the track, but no, he will be ahead of Farf, but Scorpion takes the checkered flag and he wins the Austrian Grand Prix after the penalties. Le Hofner is still in second, Zepa in third, Farf has lost the podium, Rainman in fifth, and then Cam in sixth place out of Kat, Boyke and Chris in eighth. Mats will take ninth place and Brumer looks like he will score the final point. Amazing job. Of course it's still not over. But no, he won't. OKK 10th place. And good race there by all the drivers. And we have some minor carnage there after the checkered flag. So, that's it. That was the Austrian Grand Prix. What a race has been.
And the game's driver of the day is ST Mats, but Riley will be getting that 1 point for the point for the top 10. But this is your winner, Scorpion Hon, a top step of the podium, with Leigh Hofner in second due to a penalty, and Zeppedoodle with quite a lucky third place as he didn't even know about the penalties of the drivers ahead of him.
Yes, so a pretty interesting situation there with all the penalties. But I'm just asking you the question, who would be your personal driver of the day?
I wanted to say Riley for that brilliant overtake, but due to his finishing position, I will give it to Leigh Hofner. Done an amazing job the whole Grand Prix. To be in front, it's just that unfortunate time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I wouldn't be surprised if it was by 1 or 2 kilometers per hour, but it's still speeding. So my driver today will be given to Leigh Hofner. How about you?
Well, I have many candidates. I mean, we have many people without penalties. But to be honest, I would say Rayman is my personal driver today. He drove a calm race, took some positions here and there, and overall he finished in the top 5. So a good race there by Rayman without any penalty. So I think that has been a good race for the Ferrari driver.
It has been living up to his name.
Yeah. So the name is definitely correct here. Well, I have to say it was a great race, and I would be happy if I have the chance to do this again. So, yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me here, Kat. It has been a pretty great commentary, in my opinion at least, with us here.
I have a feeling it has been too.
Yeah. So, thank you to every single person who has watched this stream and this race, and even with the disconnect here, thank you so much, guys. And the next round, we'll have a quick look into it.
It will be Austin, United States.
So that's going to be pretty interesting as well. Another circuit where you can get easy penalties, and it will be next week once again around 8 PM in GMT time and 7 PM in UK time. So once again, thank you so much for watching this stream or the streams, And thank you to my co-commentator cat named Minty.
Thank you for joining me for tonight's race. It was really amazing. I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely, I can only agree with it. And I think it's time to say goodbye, and we'll see us next week for the race in Austin. So, see you soon.